tonight. Barrow possibly plays as a centre against Liam.
He's going to have to with that lineup.
Yep.
He will be taking Liam, so it'll be really interesting to see who's going to take it.
They're a quality team, those four underway here. Barrow wins the tip on the second attempt, and Hussey has the control of the ball straight away. The two names we know really well here after their couple of years with the Bucks. This is Scott passing the ball in, and there's the hand in by Lasher. Alapati away, finds Isby at the 45. He's got Scott in his space, holds it up, and they set their offence. Ralph wide, underneath our position, pops up three. Hunt fights for the ball against Hussey. Willetton come away with it through the hands of Garbolini. Drive by Scott at the basket, defence by Hunt, rebound by Hunt. Gets the ball away. Alapati, really good court presence there. Finds Lasher on the break, pops down two. Good movement.
That's what I mean. One shot, rebound out, and we're off and running. So
they're really good on relying that they're going to get the rebounds, aren't they? Lasher was off really early on that play. Barrow with the shot, misses everything, goes out of court. So good start by the Bucks.
And here we go for the extended press.
Yep, so immediately they're going to put pressure on the ball carrying of Alapati here. Inbound pass. They're just sort of sagging back. It's not a true full court press, but it's more a trap.
It is. I think they're just slowing it down so we have limited time to set up and go.
Alapati picks up the ball, finds Isby out wide. This is Lasher. Down low in front of the boxes, dribbling through the key. Finds Ralph in the corner. Now Lasher at the top of the key, has a look at a three. Not his forte, as I said a few times. Alapati finds Hunt underneath, mishandles. Alapati got the rebound, drove through, underhand pass to Hunt. He just lost the carry on the way to the basket. Score remains 2-zip, Bucks favour. 8:35 on the clock. Anything you've seen early doors here, Annette?
No, I do like the zone that Willetton are playing. They're playing like an extended 1-2-2 and just covering each other under the basket. The guys haven't just figured it out yet.
Yep. Hussey had a look at a three, a little step back three and missed. Ball back in offence for the Bucks here through Isby. Isby has Ralph wide, Hussey on him, finds Hunt down low, immediately makes his presence felt against Mo Barrow, pops in two, back him into the basket. So they're looking for Hunt underneath, aren't they?
They are, and that's what happens when you have that extended zone and you spread it out. It does open it up, and when you've got someone nice and strong,
Scott twisting, turning through the key, misses under good pressure and help defence there from Ralph and Hunt. Isby brings the ball back across half court. Ralph finds Isby long across the key. He pops up three, high off the iron. Hunt finds the rebound, misses, gets his own tip. That's the way to pad your stats, get a couple of offensive rebounds there.
He wouldn't be happy to miss the first one though.
6-zip, Hunt's a massive presence already down low. Really lovely pass by Hussey to find Black on the way to the key on the high cut. And the Tigers start their scoring, 6-2, 7:15 left on the clock. Nice high set up there by Willetton. Isby finds Alapati. Alapati to Lasher, out wide again with Barrow for company. Bad bounce pass, hits the chest of Ralph and bounces off.
And here they're off and
Tigers are off. Scott misses, Hunt rebound.
I think that's about his fifth.
Yep, he's already compiling those easily. Here's Lasher down low. Now Ralph at the top of the key. Hits the front of the iron, but Hunt again on the boards. Hussey knocks it out of court, coming over the back. And Bucks will get the restart, 14 seconds on the shot clock. So Hunt, what do they do about him when you've got an undersized team like this?
Oh, just keep working, maybe double team when they're going in. The low guy's got to help him out. That is a long
Isby's a long way out, hits the top of the board, high off the iron, it's out of court.
He was halfway between the halfway line and the 3 point.
On the Note 1 internet.
And I think Dale might have said, maybe a little bit far out.
Let me tell you, he's got some swagger. He really has some confidence about his game, and he's something to watch. And this is Black, top of the key, finds Hussey, fade away in the key, misses on Alapati. Isby comes away with it off the rebound. He's working on Black, finds Lasher out wide. Bit stagnant this offense. Here we go, Lasher on the follow, misses. Ralph gets the rebound, knocked away.
Got a foul on Ralphie. They reckons he give him a little push under the basket, but oh boy, that was a bit hard.
I thought his hands were up for the tip there. Just didn't look a lot. We don't have the benefit of the replay, obviously, but
No, the old football, hands in the back, don't push forward, was a little bit like that.
Ralph's now questioning the umpire on whether he put a bit of mayo on it, made a bit more of it. As Hussey brings the ball down the court. Aaron Black in the corner there. Finds Barrow, top of the key. Hunt working on him. Long shot misses inside 2 off the iron. And
so
escorted out of
far,
court.
what I've saw in their offense is they are not getting a lot of second opportunities, and that is going to hurt them.
Yeah, and I would have thought they'd be trying to isolate players and find a lot of trailing cuts and things like that with such a small side. As Alipati has a look at a 3, they just got their shooting is just off at the moment. A lot better block out by Willetton there with 3 guys involved in the rebound. Black comes up with it quickly off to Hussey. Finds Mo Barrow out wide. Isby now has the defensive Simon on him. Hunt helps. Who's going to get it? They're going to count the score by the looks of things. They are. Rebound. The foul's on Isby. Now he collected 3 really quick fouls in no time last week. Had to sit down a big portion of the first half, Annette.
And, I was speaking to someone about that today, and I said, sometimes when the new guys come from America, the umpires sort of, I don't know whether they want to put their stamp on them and say, this is how we play, and it takes him a couple of weeks to get used to it. So hopefully he's learned from last couple of weeks, and, he'll be into the swing of things.
Barrow knocks down the extra, makes the score 6-5 in favour of the Bucks. So neither side really flew in an offence, and the Bucks haven't quite hit their shooting straps yet as the full court press. Really good block out there by Isby. And he just hasn't found the trail there. Black's going to get the foul.
And we've had a sub as well. We've got Lasher out and Donato
in.
So we've gone for a little bit of a smaller side.
Yep. But again, still got the size down low with Isby, Ralph,
It is,
Hunt.
and what we have to do is we have to penetrate and either take the shot or penetrate and dish out, which we did last time. But as you said, we're just not hitting those shots.
The Bucks trying to get something going. Hunt looks at a pop and shot just from the corner of the keyway and knocks down 2, 8-5. Barrow will show a bit more respect to his shot next time. Black brings the ball down court. 8-5, Bucks lead. Just under half of this quarter to go. Hussey, a flat-looking shot off the dribble. Isby comes up with it and quickly wants to get into offence, which he does. Now going to get double-teamed. Finds Donato. Balls through hands to Ralph. The help defence there again. Isby driving through the key, did that effortlessly. In goes
nice.
2. Really nice, wasn't it?
And that's it. See the hole, attack the basket.
Yep. So you had the pass.
Timeout.
Had the pass down low, which he ignored. He opened up the key, rolls in 2. That's really effortless play there from D'Angelo Isby.
Well, the one thing I would like to say is thank goodness Liam Hunt didn't injure himself because he's playing a great
big presence, isn't he?
Yep.
What's the rebound count just now? Annette, well, you've got the stats up there.
Liam's on 5.
5
out of our 9 rebounds.
Yep.
He's a big presence, both offensively and defensively. And like I said, with Willetton, they're not getting any second looks at it. If it's not him, it's Ralphie, it's Isby.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not going to get too many second looks. They need to be pretty on song tonight.
Dale bringing on Donato early for Lasher. Is that just purely to give Alipati a bit extra help with the ball carrying?
I think it's probably may match up.
Yep.
And then I think he'll probably rotate Calder back to the inside, not an outside, which you and I both agree that's where he should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
His strength's going to the basket.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Calder was really back to his best last week. And again, I know it's a very one-sided match, but the Bucks just did everything right in offence last week. You'd like to see them put together that game against one of these contending teams as well. Because while Willetton are lowly on the ladder, just outside the 8, they've had a fair last 5 to 6 weeks, as I've said. They've beaten a lot of contending teams. And as we saw last year, all these teams need to go is get in the 8 and they become a real presence in the finals.
It starts again, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
The whole thing, because normally your top 8 teams, it's anybody can beat anyone on their night.
So a couple of substitutions here. Nordhawk has come on. Looks like he's sat down Scott. And number 9 is Connor Mincherton as well, who's come on.
I think Black's off. Scott's still out there.
Scott's still there. Yep. Sorry. Hussey driving through the basket. We've seen that quite a bit.
Inger's come on for us.
Inger's on. Alapati nearly got the ball stolen, but Inga's recovered it. Lovely give and go by Hunt. They're zipping the ball around, trying to find the open man here. Donato to Inga, to Alapati in the corner. That extra set of hands, really want to see those go. Donato, good hustle.
It's slowly becoming my favourite player.
They're going to call a charge on Isby, and he collects his second foul. So you'll see Lasher come back into play here, I reckon, pretty quickly.
I think so.
It's a bit of a shame that Isby driving at the basket, feet set in the key. Yeah, Dale into him straight away that he's got two. So it's been a problem in his first couple of home games here where he's picking up early fouls and forcing rotations probably that they don't want to do. Interesting now, the Bucks have gone to a full court press here on the inbound ball.
It is. I just gone to a little mini trap and it'll just be to slow the game down.
Hussey always looks like he steps when he does that little back pivot to me, Annette. Likes the Euro step through the key. He's taken advantage of that new rule, isn't he? Mincherton gets in amongst some giants to get that ball. Scott, it's blocked by your man Donato again on the backhanded layup. We get the ball down in the corner to Hunt. Hunt to Isby, to Inga. Ball's through hands to Donato. There's Alapati. Lovely pass underneath to Hunt. The Bucks score 12-5 in what is a very, very low scoring first quarter.
It is, because we're usually, the boys will be getting out of the
free flowing
early.
Yep. So both sides playing some pretty good defence here. No one being able to get any sort of a roll on early. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Hussey, double team there. Barrow with Hunt working really hard on him. So he's moving okay despite that knock on the knee.
Got a hand on that.
Did get a big hand on that. Scott gets the rebound, pops in two under pressure.
Now he's a guy that can do some big damage, Scott.
Really good player. Isby brings the ball through, a bit lax there. Now he's going to be careful not to get his third, and he did. And Mincherton gets in for two, and Isby wants to be quiet, otherwise he's going to get teched.
I think he may have got teched.
So it's three. It's his third foul. Now just a little gentle warning from the ref just to let it go. And we see Wunderberg and Lasher come on for Hunt and Isby. And it's 12-9 with Mincherton looking at the extra.
And, you know, smart play by that young man to take him to the basket and try to get that third foul drawn on him.
Isby was just a little bit lax coming across the halfway there with the double team.
I actually thought it hit his foot.
Yeah.
But it's only a foot if it's deliberate.
Yep.
And it wasn't deliberate, so yeah.
Pops in the third, and it's 12-10, 2:36 left on the clock. Full court presses on again. They get the ball quickly across by passing this time. The Bucks. Lasher down in the corner through Wunderberg's hands. Alapati fakes Hussey, passes the ball to Donato. Hussey, finds Inga in the corner. Another missed three, so that shooting just hasn't been working so far. Wunderberg left open, ball on the pine, finds Donato. He misses another three. Wunderberg with the rebound.
And they're not bad shots.
No, they're not bad shots, just missing.
So you've got to keep taking them because they're eventually going to go in.
Yep, absolutely. 14-10 is the score. Matty Wunderberg will enjoy less pressure under the boards than he usually has as well if it keeps looking like that. 14-10 is the score. Hussey spinning, finds Barrow. Good defence by the Bucks. Rolls front of the ring. Inga gets the rebound.
Is that extra height under the basket?
Yep, Donato gets around the double teams, finds Lasher. He gets an easy look, doesn't he? They're just outsizing him, aren't they? They're finding the mismatch down low. 16-10 is the score. Mincherton with the ball. And that's Hampson's come onto court. Barrow fighting for the rebounds with Lasher. Lasher comes up good with that. Inga with the ball, picked it up under pressure. Lasher top of the key, driving, just that extra dribble. Lovely pass to Donato, the underneath two. He's had some presence on the court since he's got there, hasn't he, Annette? Brendan Donato.
He has. I really like him.
It's just his hustle, isn't it?
It is.
18-10's a score, a minute left on the clock. It's a long three by Mincherton.
Just keeps him in touch.
Yep. 18-13. Wunderberg with the ball. Hussey knows he's not the man to dribble the ball. Puts the pressure on. Bounce pass is bad. Hampson comes up with it. Gets it into the hands of Barrow. Jackson Hussey looks at a three. Banks it off the glass and hits it.
And even he was a bit surprised, I think.
Yeah. 18-16 sort of shooting on the run, wasn't he? It didn't really look like a smooth sort of hussy shot. This is Lasher dribbling at the defender. Alapati left open at the top, and that reels in and out on a missed three again, but it was the open shot again. Hussey with a go-ahead three, misses, and then Hampson comes up with the offensive rebounds, and it's tied up at 18 apiece. Dale Joseph won't be happy with the lack of rebounding since Liam Hunt's gone off, that's for sure. 6 seconds left. Inga wants the last one. Knocked away. Oh, Donato, well recovered. That's missing. Looked like it was on target. Recover the ball off the Wundenberg tap. Pops up three. We'll have a quick ad break. Come back. The score's 18 apiece.
You're listening to the broadcast of the Geraldton Buccaneers home game, live from Active West Stadium. Presented to you by Radio Mama, Sports Shed and Warren Taylor Homes. So if you're in the market for a new home or just some renovations, why not give Warren a call on 9935 9444. We'll drop into the office at 150 Chapman Road, Geraldton. Brought to you by Sports Shed on Radio Mama, station sponsor.
Welcome back to Active West Stadium to the Radio Mama and Sports Sheds listeners. I'm Jared Marcus. With me is Annette Cooper. What have we seen in that first quarter?
I think we should give up the three-pointers. 0 for 9.
They just haven't hit them, have they? Last week they couldn't miss. But again, you said it, they're the right shots to take, and they're a shooting side, aren't they?
They are, and they're moving the ball really well. You know, it's not just bring it down, first bloke through. They're actually making their defence move, which is great. But for some reason, the ball just won't go. So, yeah, it'll be interesting.
Liam Hunt had some game after slipping and hurting his knee over on the sidelines there. 8 points. I think he's up to 6 rebounds.
4, 5, 6 rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds, 2 assists. He's probably the player of the game, and then Donato.
Yep.
I think he's been great.
Yeah, absolutely.
His little touches on the rebound to get a steal. For a small guy, I don't know how many rebounds he gets, but he sometimes plays oversized. And Colton Lasher, towards the end of that, looked good.
Yeah, Donato's another one that just seems to take the right shot at the right time too. He doesn't look to shoot the ball consistently, but when he does have a shot, it's generally the right one to have. And we saw him sort of get that little underhand layup in amongst really big players too.
It is. And, and I see we've got Matty Wundenberg on. I wouldn't mind seeing Ralphie and Calder work inside as well.
Yep.
Just to see how that goes, because obviously Isby's got 3 fouls.
Size.
We're not going to be seeing much of him in this quarter. No,
not at all. And that's why Inga, Wundenberg, Ralph, Lasher, and Donato running the point for the Bucks. For the Tigers, 21 at Garbellini. Donato just got on the end of that and missed the shot.
Was a great pass.
Was a great pass.
Wundenberg.
And he's just picked up the cheap foul trying to recover the ball, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Yeah, so Hampson, Black, Garbellini, Mincherton, who's got 6 points. There's a surprise of the night for the scores. And Barrow, so very small size. That's got to be a travel, I reckon. He didn't quite recover that, let that bounce a couple of times. Ralph on the boards with Hampson, tapped away. That's Mincherton. He's now up to 9 points with his second three-pointer. He looks dangerous for a young guy, really dangerous. Inga on a heap of pressure here on the full-court press here. Now they find Wundenberg down low. Long outlet pass to Inga. Donato drives at the hoop, collects the foul on the way through. Missed the shot. We'll have a look at 2. And that's on, I think, Mincherton, number 9. Or is it on... Is it on Black, number 7? Donato, some of that across-court passing and under trouble is not great, is it? Not great. Wundenberg's pass down low here. Inga was lucky to regather, and the next pass to Donato was recovered really well and created a shot out of nothing. So he hits both, take the score to 20. And Willetton lead by 1, and this broken play suits them a lot better than anyone else as Garbellini.
It is. I actually think our man defence was a lot better than this mini press, but we're only here to look.
But it's a good call defensively early. They're really good. And Lasher, nice little jumper from just outside the key, knocks down 2, regains the lead for the Bucks, 22-21. But yeah, the man letting him come down to the keyway and have to set up an offence with their rebounding strength obviously worked a lot better for him, didn't it?
It is, but on the other scenario too, I see Dale's, they were never not going to keep missing.
Yep.
So putting the pressure on, bringing down, hopefully they're going to take bad shots. So
Barrow looks at 3 and misses.
Exactly, and I mean, Maurice last time against us, I think he hit 30, 35.
Yep.
I don't think he may have 2.
And there's Ralph driving at the basket. That's what you want on a net. Here's Inga, finds Donato, finds Lasher outside, fakes the shot, gets it Donato in the corner. That's missing as well, unfortunately, right under my nose. And again, the right shots are being made offensively. They look really good with the extra pass. They're just missing shots. There's Mincherton looking at a long 3.
Yeah, he's a man who is looking at a swimming pool at the moment.
He is, isn't he? He's knocked down his 3rd 3-pointer. Takes the Tigers to 24. The Bucks trail by 2 here, early stages of the second period. Wundenberg looking to move the ball through hands. There's Lasher down on that post. Pops up 2, little shot. Inga with the tip, misses. Recovered by the Tigers.
They're not liking this defence that the Tigers are playing, are they?
No.
They do need, like you said, don't hang on to the ball. They look better when the ball's going through
When the ball's zipping around, yeah. Yeah, as soon as they sort of stop and get static, Wundenberg, massive foul there as he chops at the ball.
I think Matty may be just a little bit frustrated.
Yeah. Andrew Black was with the ball and receiving the foul there. Double substitution. Wundenberg for Hunt, Alapati for Inga. So we're going back to the first sort of change they made after Isby got the fouls.
I like this 5.
Yep, some good strength under the basket, good stretch shooters as well. It's going to be really interesting to see how they go offensively from here. It's Hampson to Barrow. Donato with his hands in, makes it difficult for him. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Bounce pass out, and that'll be called. No way, was that a 3? Yep, there you go. One referee, interesting enough, was looking right at it, let the shot go.
Yeah, but he was, and that's the right call. The guy closest to the taking the shot was watching what was going on.
Not the clock.
The guy in the other umpire at the top, he was watching the clock. Exactly how they should have done it. He's picked it up.
Yep.
So we'll give him credit for that one.
Okay, shot clock violation there by the Tigers. The Bucks bring the ball down court into their offence, trailing by 1. Ralph in the corner. Another change there with, I'm just going to call him John, number 45. Oh, look at that name. Annette, you try and tell it for me. Ralph looks at a long 3 and misses. Barrow with the rebound. Donato hands in again as the ball moves through. Black looking for the stretch pass to Scott. And he mishandles and goes out of court. So yeah,
we might call him by his first name.
John, yeah.
He may have a nickname. We might find that out.
Yeah, Ibu Kanokalua or something like that, but I'm not going to trouble myself with that one, unfortunately. Sorry, listeners. Sorry about that. Donato.
And a very young man, 16.
16.
And he's a big boy.
A long 16, isn't he? Lasher in the keyway, likes him there.
Beautiful.
Jams the ball in between the backboard and the ring, and it rolls in. The Bucks now have tied it up 24 apiece.
Well, big mismatch.
Barrow. Ralph comes in, puts the pressure on. No way Barrow is scoring that, but Ralph will pick up his second foul.
Yeah, it was a body foul. He had to do it.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. So Barrow go to the line. Substitutions from the Tigers. Hussey comes in for Black. Good game of basketball, this.
It is very defensively orientated.
Yep. Neither side really free-flowing, are they?
No, it's not at all.
There's really only one guy that's been able to score, and that's Mincherton. He's sitting on the sidelines at the moment. Barrow looking at his first. Loopy shot goes in.
Always a good penalty shooter.
Yep. Knocks down the first. You don't pay him the bucks to miss these shots, Annette, is the way I look at it.
No.
Barrow looking at the second here, pops it in. So the Tigers get that 2-point lead back, 26-24. Ralph bringing the ball down, works through the press. No, he doesn't work through the press. Really good work there by Garbellini and Scott. Garbellini gets on the end of the break and pops in 2.
And I'm not a big believer in dribbling up to the guys.
No.
You've got to pass it before you get there.
Pass around it. 28-24, Alapati. It's not a great pass. The need just to control the ball a little bit better here. Garbellini
Nice.
in underneath the Scott, the extra pass there.
And I'd say the Bucks are having a timeout.
Dale Joseph timeout as the Tigers go to a 6-point lead, 30-24 here.
You know, they've got 3 guys playing high. If we can get past those 3, there's only 2 of them back there.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're dribbling up to their defence and trying to make the passes, and it's just not working.
No, and I agree with you. When they're dribbling the ball into that trap, you can just see the Tigers are 2, sometimes 3 men in there just to try and get a hand on that quick pass. And then when we're seeing the next play down where they've passed the ball, just some pretty ordinary ball control, isn't it? Just getting rid of the ball when they don't really have it safely in their hands, and this pass goes away harmlessly into the opposition's hands.
Yeah, and it is interesting. And, you know, someone whispered in my ear that Willetton weren't bringing up a good side, and I'm thinking, no, that's not going to happen. Willetton are always good. So, and you know, Willetton are playing to their strengths.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting the broken play and the
Stephen
fast breaks
Black,
now, aren't they?
He would have done his homework.
Yep.
He would have, know exactly what's going on. And credit the Willetton guys are running what the coach wants.
Yep. They're pushing hard on the full court press, aren't they? And even the half court trapping defence. So they see this as an Achilles heel of a team like the Bucks, just slowing them down, getting into offence. And it's working on the early parts of this second period. Donato gets the inbound pass, finds Elapati. There's the extra pass to Lasher. Just the hold off, bit better ball control there by the Bucks. Lasher down low to Hunt, works away on the young 16-year-old John. That's Lasher from outside. He misses a three-pointer. Now Elapati has the ball again. Recovered here. Donato, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Lasher taking the young fella to the hole. That's what you want him to do. That's where he's at his best. 30-26 now. The Bucks peg one back. Scott with the ball. Finds Garbellini. Through hands here. Hussey to Barrow. Garbellini to Scott in the corner. He looks at three and misses with a defender in his face. Hunt carrying the ball down, getting through that trap. Straight away, he got the ball moving quickly, which is probably what Dale Joseph has said out of the break. This is Donato. Donato finds Hunt. Hunt down low, where a lot of this offence starts from. Finds Lasher. Lasher gets away. Nice little inbound pass to Elapati. He gets rejected by the ring, unfortunately. Scott recovers the ball.
A lot of hands going in.
A lot of hands. A lot of quick play here. Scott dribbling at the basket. Misses really hard off the backboard.
Can't give him three.
He gets two extra looks at it. Messed up the first one. Fell on his hands. He gets another look. 32-26. Ralph in the corner. Hunt blocking out beautifully. Barrow just mishandled the pass by Ralph. But
Maurice wasn't going to give him an easy shot there, was he?
No,
he
he's
said,
going to send
haven't
Hunt to the
given up
line.
a foul. I'm going to get one now.
Here's the interesting substitution here for the Bucks as Ralph sits for Wundenberg. Young fella John goes off. Number 13 is Hamish Nordhook. He comes on. And the highest scorer for Willetton in Mincherton is back on court as well.
And hopefully they're going to take a little bit more respect for him because, he's shooting
the ball beautifully.
Yeah.
Hunt hits the first. That's a good start for Liam. Barrow making him earn him. Bops in the second. 32-28. So 4 points is the margin. Scott gets out inside that defence again. Lasher recovers. Not a great pass. Hussey intercepts that. Even I could read that from up here. Scott goes to the basket. Lasher gets called for the late foul as Scott missed the shot. And the Bucks are going to find themselves in some foul trouble here real quick if they keep losing the ball like they have been already. Inga sits Lasher. Again, maybe just trying to get a bit more mobility out there on the court with the Inga, Donato, Elapati at the top of the Bucks offense, Annette.
Look, as I said, I reckon Willetton have come with a game plan.
Yep.
Their game plan is working. They're sticking to it. It is rattling our boys.
The Bucks are sort of falling into it, aren't they? So Scott knocks down the first. And you think he hit the second. He's a pretty accomplished local player in this level, and he does. 34-28 is the score.
Ex-Wildcat on the bench. Yeah, he's a nice player.
Yep. Inga to Hunt. Hunt down low with Barrow. Wants to back him in. Does. Hands in everywhere. Barrow will collect that foul. Mo want to be careful. They haven't registered the first foul to him up there. They've only given him the one, whereas he clearly got the shooting foul before.
Yeah, but that one would have gone down to 13, I think.
Called 15.
Oh, did they?
Saw it go up on the board. They just don't put the first one up there from the shot.
That was definitely Mo's foul. The other one, like you said. So.
Wonderberg, nice bounce pass to Hunt, who misses the finger roll. Really good big man play down low. This, good work by Inga against Nordhook. Good block there coming from the weak side. Hunt down low, Donato back to Hunt. He's working away on Barrow, finds Inga. Inga backpedaling, finds Alapati. Donato will get a look at an open three. Let's hit one for the start. He misses.
Have we hit one yet?
And not hit a three yet. And had some really good looks as Hussey controls the ball to Barrow at the top of the key. He looks at a three and misses. Wonderberg, the easy rebound over Scott. Alapati pushing the ball down court to Inga. Inga finds Hunt down low. Barrow defending him really closely again.
This is where we're not moving that ball enough.
Yep. Inga out on the 45, and he misses at the front of the ring. Recovered by Nordhook. So that's another 3-point missed by the Bucks. 34-28 remains the score. Hussey driving through the key. That little floating teardrop shot of his misses, and Inga recovers. Scott goes for the big trailing dunk. Wonderberg down low, looking to get the ball in the hands of someone. Bounce past Alapati, drives through the key. Bad passing, he should have gone at the basket. That's Inga floating in, missing the two. Comes off Mincherton's hands. That's a bad call by the ref.
That was an unlucky call.
Wonderberg tapped it into Mincherton's hands.
You know, and I don't mind this. You know, we need to change up a little bit, try something different. So we've got JP coming on.
For Liam.
You know, he can maybe muscle up a little bit, move that ball. Get a little bit of body in there, get a couple of fouls maybe. Yep.
Be a bit more physical underneath. Nordhook misses, slips as he misses. Wonderberg recovers. This is Donato. Bounce past Alapati, off Barrow's feet.
I don't mind that pass going down to the low base, but it's got to go bang and back out again and reverse, Yep.
They just seem to be wanting to hang on to the ball just a little bit too long, don't you reckon? Just sort of holding on to that little bit fraction too long. Ball inbounds on the base from Alapati. Finds Wonderberg. Donato, top of the key. Alapati finds Donato again. Really good defence here by the Tigers. They're stretching him. They need to find something underneath as Donato goes hard at the key. JP gets the rebound, fights again as a missed shot. Wonderberg pops up too but misses and is fouled by Hussey. I believe it'll be. Yep, 0's the call. Hussey picks up his first. Wonderberg goes to the line. 1:36 left on the second period. Bucks have only scored 10 points this quarter so far, and that would be troubling.
I think it'd be a bit of a worry for Dale.
Yep.
Not panic stations.
No.
But
no, because it's a low-scoring game, it won't take long to bring that margin back.
Even with a minute 30 to go, we can still be in front at half-time.
Not a strength of Matty's. He misses from the line. The first one, unfortunately. So he looks at the second. JP fought really hard under the basket there to get a couple of second chance looks there.
He did, and that's what he's going to be out there. He's use his body, a little bit of muscle.
Wonderberg rolls that in.
You know, if he gives up a couple of fouls, it doesn't matter. He's out there to do a job. So
34-29 is the score. The Bucks putting the full court press on, or half court trap, I should say, on the Tigers to slow them down. Again, the man-on-man defence. Barrow swings across the top of the key, misses the jumper. Alapati recovers, looks to get the ball into offence. So the Willetton have sagged back into a zone now, haven't they, after they've got hold of the Bucks?
They have, but they've been running this 1-2-2 all game.
Yep. Wonderberg with the ball, finds Inga in the key. Lovely little shot by Braden Inga, pops in two in the key.
And I even think Marcus Alapati went, thank goodness. Hands are up. Finally, we've hit one.
JP trails that pass in to Mincherton. Again, probably showing a bit more respect than than they had earlier on, but gets the foul with the hands.
And sends them to the line because that's our fourth.
Yep.
So that's a bit of a...
Yeah, it was soft, and there's a bit of exclamation from the bench down here with that one, but he did get him with the hands. There's 50 seconds left on this clock as he goes to the line for the penalties, as Annette has just said. The 3 points the margin. What has been a very, very low-scoring quarter and a low-scoring half. Mincherton pops in the first.
0 from 14 from the three-point line.
It's not great, is it? 35-31. And he pops in the second, so Mincherton's having a hot night, 36-31.
They're not much better. They're 4 from 12.
No, it hasn't been a great shooting night, don't get me wrong. As I said, the only one that's been very good shooting is Mincherton for the Tigers. Wundenberg left alone outside three-point land. He tries to back in, bounce past to Inga. High, up off the glass. Good block there. I'm not sure who got the hand in. It might have been Hussey at the time. And they come away with the rebound. 27 seconds left. There'll be one more play here. After this shot play moves through. Barrow outside. Donato off his feet. Barrow steps back for another three-pointer. Knocks it down, 39-31.
8 points difference.
Yep. Last play here.
Out a little bit.
Alapati setting up the play through Donato. There is 4 seconds left as we go. Alapati shoots in 3, misses off the backboard. Bell runs down. That won't count. The score remains 8 points. Quick break and we'll be back. The score is 39-31. The Bucks trail by 8 points.
No, he's only 17.
Yep.
So,
yep.
you know, they've got that good mix of experience, and you can put the young fellas out there and they don't get lost.
Yep.
So
Scott's been really good for them as well. We've spoken about him. Black. They've just got role players, haven't they?
They have, and you know he hasn't had to overdo anything.
Yep. So the restart, the third period. I should mention City of Greater Geraldton are back on board this year. They've just announced a partnership with Radio Mumma and Sports Shed to cover the footy and the basketball. So welcome aboard again, City of Greater Geraldton. We thank you for your partnership. Missed shot there from the Willetton Tigers. We've said that a hell of a lot tonight from both sides. The Bucks are back into an offence. They're moving the ball a lot quicker out of the blocks here. Hunt down low and wide, I should say. Trying to back in the young players there. Pops up 2 in frustration. Isby with the rebound. He pops in 2 off the glass. So there we go. The rebound, the offensive rebound, the trademark of the Bucks side comes to play to open the scoring in the third period. 39-33 is the score. Scott driving through, dishes out to Hampson. Hussey high off the glass, misses. It's going to be a foul. Looks like it might be on Barrow. Hussey.
It was a good call. It was a late call. Ralphie had his feet set. Hussey released the ball and then just pushed him over with his hands. So late call, right call.
So that was after the trailing on the shot, was that right?
Yeah.
So he comes through. Yeah.
So if that basket had gone in, I would have thought they would have counted the basket and then called the foul after. Yeah,
yep.
But it was the right call. You know, you do the work to get in position for defence. If you earn that right, call the foul.
Good signs here again by the Bucks. Isby missed the long pass to Hunt. The big scream was that he was standing underneath the basket unmanned as the Willetton pressure went right up the court. Hunt puts the ball on the floor. That little reverse layup of his under the basket pops in 2. So 39-35. Bucks looking a little bit freer in their offence at the moment. Off hands there. Barrow tries to get the ball back to Scott. Lasher knocks it out of court. So Tigers yet to score this quarter. Bucks putting some points on early. Hussey brings the ball into Barrow. Out the top there to Hampson. Hampson bounces into Barrow in the key. Mishandles the ball a little bit. Now the bounce pass into Hampson. Look at that high rebound, high drive by Hampson. He misses. Hussey's recovered it off Hunt's hands and pops in 2. Really innocuously. Hunt's got a bit of a giggle on his face.
Yes, I think he just might have dropped that. And,
yep.
I think Hussey might have just told him about it.
Yeah, still hanging around Hussey. Wasn't he? Long shot by Isby, misses the 3. Hussey took a bit of a dive to try and accentuate it for the umpire's attention and misses. Alapati reads that long pass by Hussey, gets Isby in the open court. He drives, Hussey with a body check. Scott with the rebounds. And there's bodies and balls everywhere as the shot misses under the Hussey defensive pressure. It's 41-35 still. Scott looks at a 3 and misses. Lasher with the rebound. Gets the ball moving quickly. Alapati gets taken by Scott as he catches the ball and collects the foul. So Willetton, a couple of early fouls.
I see our new import is shaking his head, and I can understand why. He's gone the basket. It was a foul, but they're just not calling them on him.
No.
I can remember Coulter last year exactly the same.
Yep. Early on, Isby just showing some frustration. Hasn't been on the court very long. Probably wants to repay the favour of the Bucks too. He is a popular member of the team. Ooh, Lasher spinning through, mishandled the ball by Alapati. That ball's got to have a little bit of moisture on it, the way the players are just mishandling the ball. Hunt with the rebound. They're going for no score. Didn't hit the ring.
Good call by the umpire there. Shot went over, didn't hit the ring. Zeroed out. Liam put it in after.
So has to hit the ring for the shot clock to reset.
Yep. So,
hit the backboard,
spot on the umpires. I've got two of those dead right. The advantage of having the three umpires.
Yep. 41-36 remains the score. Scott drives through the key, bounce pass to Garbellini. A little bit late as Garbellini had left the keyway. It goes harmlessly out of court. Again, I think there's got to be just that little bit of humidity in here at the moment because the ball's just getting out of hands too often for this level of play. Ball moving quickly now between really good. Isby looks at three, gets Black off his feet, passes out to Lasher on the long three. While we don't like him taking them, we do like him hitting them.
We do. We've finally got one.
The first three of the night for the Bucks from Coulter Lasher. The margin drops back to 3, 41-38 is the score. 6:38 left on the clock. Hussey with the ball. Finds Barrow in the key. Pops up two and misses. Lasher with the rebound. Under pressure from Black.
This is better. Get the ball up the court quickly. Good no call, and I would suspect that Hussey may get a flop warning.
There you go with the foot. Yep, there it is, the flop warning on Hussey. We saw a couple of those last week on East Perth. That's really good communication for the refs here. Timeout called by the Tigers. Hussey's not happy with the warning.
Look, if he had a quarter foul on Isby on that one, boy, I would have been disappointed. And I think the umpire got that right. That flop warning on that one.
The non-call, it didn't affect the play.
Hold your ground.
Yep, absolutely. Better start by the Bucks this quarter.
Better start by the Bucks. We look a little bit more intense in offense.
Yep.
We're not letting them control us.
Ball's moving around a lot freer.
And we get it up the court quicker.
Yep. And finding guys down low, which is where the majority of the points have come from. Obviously, bar that free from Lasher.
But, nice to hit a three after all that time.
Point scorers for us, what's Lasher up to? 15 or something like that, is it? 13?
Where are we? 13, Hunt on 12, doing the main damage. Probably taking them most of our shots as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Young Mincherton not on the court at the moment. He's got 14. 8 for Barrow, 8 for Scott.
They'd be happy with that spread of scorers too.
Oh,
the
look,
Tigers.
for sure. You know, and that's what we do as well. You know, we don't rely on one or two guys getting all our points. We've got to keep shooting. It's going to happen.
Scotty Rubery just talking to the ref saying, Hussey does that all the time. We got sick of it here, I think was what he was saying to him.
Oh, yeah, Scotty, we have a little whisper in the ear. And you do that as a coach. Just sort of try and get them on your side so, the next one happens and we get the call.
Definitely. So ball inbound here from Lasher in the front court. Ball in through Alapati's hands. Here's Isby looking to get active in offence. Hunt, Lasher, Alapati. There's Isby down low across the court. Finds Lasher at the top of the key. And Coulter's just finding himself out of position as he dribbles the ball through. Alapati from behind the backboard misses. High rebounds from Garbellini. That's off a foot as well. There's Hussey. Hussey one-on-one with Lasher. Lasher gets up in his face, but Hussey hits the shot. It's 43-38. Tigers lead. Sorry, Annette, you had something to say there down that one?
No, but we're playing better, but we just can't. We're not making much inroads, are we?
No, not at all. And at the moment, the Tigers are sort of sitting back. They haven't got that press. They're quite happy to get back into the zone. And as we go into the keyway, we're missing. That's Garbellini for 3. And gee whiz, the Tigers have come out of that timeout and hit 2 big shots to take the lead back out to 8 points, 46-38. The Bucks now look all at sea in offence after starting quite promisingly at the beginning of the half. Lasher dribbling the ball on Garbellini. He's now got 2 for company. Hits the front of the rim.
Well
Good
done,
pressure by Ralph. It's going to be over and back because Hunt had gone across to the back court to get back in defence.
I think, this is going to be a good game to see how we handle this pressure. That they're putting on us and that we are not making shots that we normally make. So this is going to be a bit of a character.
See anything in the body language of the Bucks? They're just looking a bit down at the moment.
I picked that up as well.
Yep.
So that's why I was thinking character building and to see who is out there that can take charge of this and go, hang on guys, come on, we're still in this.
Hussey high three. Isby elevates against the bigger bodies and gets the rebound. That's a lovely drive. And it'll count the 2 as he gets the pressure on from Mincherton. He will collect a foul, his first for the night. And that's what's really good about Isby. You see him take the rebound here, get up on offence. And one-on-one, he's going to be hard to stop. Just because he's got such big hops in it.
He has. He's, I'm still sort of...
You haven't seen the best of him tonight?
No, I don't think I have.
No, he's been very good the last 2 weeks, bar the fouls. But that's going to stop his flow for sure. Isby misses the extra foul shot, but Ralph collects it one-handed, gets the ball back, and nails 3 at the 45. So that's a 6-point play in the end.
And I think even on his face, he's gone, wow, thank goodness.
Garbellini bets the ball out to that man Mincherton. He fakes the shot. Inga gets back and stops it. The Bucks bring it back to a 3-court margin. Hussey with Isby working hard on him in defence, but Hussey, lovely shot in the keyway as he backs away from the defence to pop that up. There's Hunt down low, that's better. Isby working away on the drive, he misses and Barrow recovers. Trying to move the ball down quickly, double team there. Barrow in trouble off the feet of Mincherton as the ball's thrown away. The Tigers recover well, only 14 seconds left on the shot clock with that slow. Barrow.
And I think that's what you said. I think that ball slipped out of his hand.
It's got to be slippery. He had the open look at the keyway. Again, guys just over-handling it as Nordberg is blocked by Inga.
Nice work
on the trail.
by Inga. Hopefully, maybe that's something that'll get us going. So.
Inga's blocked.
Not liking the lost the ball from
Isby stayed down there.
Walking back.
It's not good signs. There's the body language too again, Donato sitting Isby. And that'll be, I reckon that's an attitude check, to be honest.
I think so. And you know what, Dale, he's not, as the thing he's done all year, he doesn't care who it is. If you're not doing the team thing, doing what I'm asking you, he's not afraid to take him out.
Double time there, Isby, Inga with the long arms, gets that block, gets the ball away to Ralph as they bring the ball down. 5-point margin, 48-43. Bucks down, Tigers in front, Bucks trying to work their way back into it. Ralph knocks down another one from the 45, so they're back 48-46. And they were overdue, no doubt about it. The margin comes back to 2. Hussey bounces through hands. This is Mincherton. They're up on him for his 3-point shot. Barrow in the key on Hunt. The foul's going to get called. Must be on Liam, I think. 33 is the foul.
Yeah, I think a little bit of a hand check on the hand on the body as he was going through. But boy, you have to do that with Maurice. He's pretty strong when he goes to the basket.
Yeah. And those guys.
That's an interesting sub because Hussey is the one doing the scoring.
He's been really good, hasn't he?
Yeah, you know.
Yep. So Black comes back on.
And Black not noted for his scoring.
Not a big scorer, no.
But he's out there to keep it under control. Come on, guys, we're in front, you know.
Yeah, I thought Hussey had a particularly good sort of little 5-minute period there. There's no doubt about that. Barrow looks at his first and knocks it down. 49-46, 3:06 left on the clock. Barrow's not sure what he's arguing about here.
I think he's saying like the ball, we need to wipe the ball. He's obviously saying the ball's, as you said, got moisture.
It's humid in here. It is really humid with the warm weather today.
I don't know why he's complaining. He's hitting his penalties.
Hits the second one. They cross the 50-point barrier. 4 points to the margin, 50-46. Bucks trailing by 4. Hunt looks to get Nordhook off his feet. Finds Alapati in the opposite corner. Steps around the flying defence. Knocks in 2. Brings the margin back to 2. 50-48. This is better by the Bucks. Starting to need a few shots. A bit more confidence here. Now they need to get the defence working hard. Through hands, Black, Scott. Black on the trailing drive. Tries to roll in one and misses. Inga rebounds quickly off to Alapati. Hunt On the trail. Ooh, that's no good. Both players.
Both players.
There's a bit of moisture down there on the floor, and Hunt has banged his knee again as Mincherton slides in underneath him accidentally. That's not a good look. Hunt will get 2 shots here if he's fit enough. Both players just checking on each other's welfare.
Yeah.
And that's the other knee, I reckon, to what he banged at the start of the game.
Luckily, he wasn't. He'd slowed right down. He wasn't going flat out.
He was already at the wall, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. And I think it was just more of a knock.
Yep.
But, yeah, we just need to be aware.
Good quick passes there. Inga and Alapati, you found Hunt running the lanes, as he always does, on the end of it. Didn't put the ball on the ground, luckily, because Mincherton was right there, and that's going to roll in. We finally get a lucky roll. That had about 4 bounces before it went through. And it's 1 point the margin, 50-49. Really good effort here by the Bucks.
As long as it goes in.
Isby's had his attitude check. He's gone back to the bench, and they're going to sub the shooter out. Wannenberg comes on. Ralph has a seat as well. So Hunt, Ralph have a seat for Wannenberg and Isby. I reckon Isby might be charging a little bit harder in defence this time, as the score is all tied up 50 apiece. Got a cracking game here. Both sides working hard. Mincherton mishandles Black with a terrible pass, and he's out of court. That's over and back, sorry.
So putting the pressure on them.
Yep.
And, yeah, turnover. But Black wouldn't be happy with that.
No.
He wouldn't do that very often.
No, Mincherton was under pressure with the double team.
He did. He passed it to the exactly where you're not supposed to go to get trapped.
Yep.
And I don't want to say he set his teammate up, but
Yeah, absolutely. Alapati to Wannenberg down low. Zips the ball across the key. I don't like that. 1 second left. Donato gets rid of it. Hits the rebound. Wannenberg tries to recover. Mincherton grabs it out of his hands and gets the ball into Andrew Black's hands. He brings it down to the front court.
24-second went quick.
Really quick, didn't it? Yeah, there obviously wasn't a reset somewhere along the line. And that's Mincherton hitting another 3. 53-50. He's the leading scorer on the game.
On the game, yeah.
Yep.
And,
he wouldn't have come to town thinking he's going to be the leading scorer tonight, that's for sure. Donato tries to find Wannenberg on the bounce pass underneath, but misses. Goes harmlessly out of court. Black controlling the game here. Really tight contest now with the Bucks working back from that 8-point deficit at half-time. This is Scott. Scott finds Mincherton in the corner again. Inga defends. Ball's through hands. Barrow out to Black. Looks at the three-pointer. Misses. Rebounds. Really good effort there by Inga to tap it to Donato. Donato finds Alapati out wide. Foot on the line for 2. Misses. Barrow with the rebound. Wannenberg comes over and reacquaints himself. And Barrow steps out of court. He won't be happy now.
Oh, you know, that's unlucky because that could have been a foul, on Matty Wannenberg.
Yep. Just got right up in his space, didn't he?
He did, and yeah.
Lasher sits Inga.
I think Calder's the key to this.
Yep.
He's the man that's got to...
well, he's going to get the mismatch all the time, isn't he?
Yeah, we need to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
There.
But that's where he needs to be, isn't it? Wannenberg.
Yeah, that wasn't a good pass.
No, good recovery there. Isby has a look at a 3. Lasher gets the rebound, straight up Lasher, and fouled by Scott over the back. By Black over the back. He did get plenty of the ball, but he would have collected arm and shoulder at the same time.
But that's it, post him up, give him the ball, let him go to work.
Yep, and maybe that was the instruction out of his rest, was just to get in that dangerous spot when they get the matchup. So Lasher's going to get, with this lineup with Isby, Wannenberg, Lasher, he's going to have the better matchup for a post-up, you would think, every time.
I mean, look at the size. They are small. Apart from Morris.
Yeah, they're not tall. They're not big. They're not physically big either.
No.
And Lasher's such a strong player.
But it's how we pass that ball into him.
Yep. Lasher hits it first. The Bucks have answered the Tigers in this quarter. And he knocks down the second.
Just can't get our nose in front.
Yeah, just can't do enough to get out in front. The Tigers beat that trap. Mincherton drives. Big arm bar on Wannenberg. Wannenberg shoves it straight back down his throat. Lets him know about it too.
All about it.
Yep, and he knows about it too. The arm bar he wasn't happy with, so he gave the block with a bit of interest.
Mind you, I'd be smiling if I was Mincherton. I think he's still got the
absolutely. Yep. So ball in for the Tigers. Barrow gets it from Black. puts the ball on the ground, bad pass. Hampson not ready for it. It goes harmlessly out of court in front of the sponsors' boxes. Now the Bucks get the chance to go ahead here with this play. The substitutions, Ralph for Wandenbergs. That's the extra scoring pressure there as well. Interesting substitutions. They're going again. Garbellini brings off Mincherton for the defence. 36 seconds left. Real tactical game, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
This quarter has sailed through
unless
too.
Mincherton's in foul trouble, I don't want to give him another foul, but
No.
I would have left him out there for the last shot of the play.
Isby in the corner, front of the ring.
Oh, rebound by Ralphie.
Great rebound. He's had a couple of those. Isby on the floor. He gets a look at another one and pops in his own tip. Hits two. The Bucks go ahead, 54-53. We're going to the last play of this quarter. The Tigers have 11 seconds left as the ball crosses halfway.
We're going to Scotty.
Lots of pressure here. Ball mishandled. Donato got a hand in, I reckon, on Scott. Isby, 2 seconds left. Long three. Donato tries to get the tip, but misses. Isby got a little bit hollow there, I reckon.
Yeah, not so. Probably could have gone a little bit closer.
A little bit further.
But,
Yep, with 2 seconds to go.
As you said, not a bad option to have it in the thing.
No.
And we had got our nose in front, finally.
So quick sponsors break. The Bucks have taken back the lead here at three-quarter time, 54-53.
Ian Blaney, MLA, your local member for Geraldton. If you've got anything you want to have a chat to Ian about or something you think needs to be said, go down and see Ian on the corner of Durlacker and Sandford Streets in Geraldton, or give Ian a call on 9964 1640.
Welcome back to Active West Stadium. Jared Marquis and Annette Cooper here, watching a real dogfight here between the Willetton Tigers and the Quadro Earth-moving Buccaneers. The Bucks have managed to come back there on the back of a 22-15 quarter there, Annette, and have the lead by 1 point.
It is, and we were talking about attitude and swagger and that, and boy, did the Bucks walk off with a little bit of, we're back in this.
Absolutely. You saw Isby get dragged at one stage purely because he trailed behind the play after he mishandled the ball and it got stolen from him.
Well, that's what we would presume.
No, I definitely reckon it was because the body language wasn't great.
No.
He's come back out and immediately you can see he's more active as well. So he's taken it in the right manner too from the coaching staff.
It is, and I've said all year, it doesn't matter who you are in Dale's team. If you're not toe on the line or doing what he's asked or doing the team stuff, he's not afraid to take him out.
Absolutely. Hit a few more shots that quarter too. You saw Ralph get hot with a couple of threes. Alapati's knocked a couple from outside. Lasher, believe it or not, got us started with the three-pointers from there, but scoring a little bit freer in that quarter, wasn't it?
Lasher on 15, Hunt on 14. Calder, it's unassuming, isn't he? I'm surprised he's got 15.
Yeah.
But I would still like to see us give him the ball a little bit more under the basket.
But that is a pretty typical Lasher sort of scoring, that he doesn't seem to get a lot of points, but he does enough by the end of the night.
He does. And Mincherton, 17 points. He's 5 from 6.
Leads all scorers.
Yeah. And 4 from 4 from the three-point line. Boy, he'd be happy with this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's sitting on the bench cooling his heels at the moment. As the Bucks get the ball back in from the inbound to restart the last period here. Isby gets a look at a three. That's going to go sailing in. That's a lovely shooting action too.
A little bit different to our last import.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So 56-53. In fact, they've only credited that as 2 points, not 3.
Maybe a foot on the line.
And Hampson gets some body pressure there from Liam Hunt, goes flying out of court. And will pick up the foul. And those big bodies of Hunt, Lasher, Ralph starting on court with Isby and Alapati. The Tigers have started with Barrow, Hussey, Hampson, Scott and Garbellini, which is their starting 5. Hussey on the dribble through the keyway. One hand little hook, misses. Isby gets the rebound and quickly off. Finds Alapati in the front court. Lovely trail there. The ball's got to move quickly by the Bucks as there's a timeout called by the Tigers.
Quick timeout by the Tigers. Yeah, he doesn't want this game getting too far away from him where he's 6 points up.
Yeah. So 59-53. It's a really hot start by the Bucks, isn't it?
It is, and like you said, this is a coaching tactical game, and it's really interesting to watch.
It is, isn't it? the way that they're moving players on off the court quickly to try and get mismatches and then slow down the momentum of each side when they get a roll on. It'll be interesting to see how the Bucks go, as you said, with moving the players.
It is, and there's no foul trouble. They've got a couple on 2.
Yep.
Probably Isby's on 3.
Yep.
He's probably taken a little bit of step back on the defence. They're playing him high.
Yep.
And he's getting himself free for those shots. He's not forcing it.
You can see how he's not afraid to zip a pass too. So he got the rebound, pushed the ball quickly, zipped the ball down court. So,
the guys go to the basket. He's trailing.
Yep.
Who's going to get the rebound?
Oh yeah. And I think he was half hoping that was going to miss, so he could stuff it too.
Exactly.
Because he's very athletic. There's no doubt about it. We come out of the huddles here. No changes to personnel on either side. So the Bucks going very big with this lineup, with Isby playing as the off guard. Hussey brings the ball down, finds Black. And there's a poor pass. No, just hands in there from Lasher.
Yep.
Ball goes out of court. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Scott inbounds to Hussey. Hussey to Garbellini. Finds Barrow in the key. Hunt, plenty of help there from Lasher and also from Ralph as Hunt recovers the rebound. Isby quickly off, handling the ball again as we spoke about. Finds Alapati, finds Hunt. Hunt's going to look at a 3. I've seen him do it before. Puts the ball on the ground and Barrow steals it. And again, that ball is just being mishandled. Barrow pops up 2 from the top of the key and knocks it down. 59-55 is the score. Bucks go forward again. Lasher finds Isby. No, he doesn't find Isby. Isby just mistimed the jump. He pops out 3.
I'll take a 3 instead.
Take the 3. Have a look at that. And the swagger with it as well. 61-55. Isby's sort of getting his rhythm now, it looks like. He really wanted that alley-oop, didn't he? That's Garbellini for 3. He misses. Hunt recovers. Hunt pushes the ball to Isby again. We're seeing the ball in his hands a lot here. He's trying to get himself open. Finds Hunt. Hunt down to Lasher on Barrow. There's the rebounds by Ralph on the mismatch. And Hunt gets in and gets the ball.
That's the height there, but we didn't take advantage of it.
Didn't get advantage of it. Ralph's not happy. Thought he had a cheap 2 and missed.
Yeah, he knows.
Yep. Lasher knocked it out of court, so the Tigers will get the ball here on the inbound. But already, we talk about body language. They looked a little bit slumped shoulders. Now they're up, chests out.
Yeah, they are.
Yep, there's a lot of activity, a lot of passion being shown by the Bucks here right now. Scott to Garbellini. Hussey at the top of the key. Alapati gets screened by Barrow. Finds Garbellini at the top and he knocks down
And as
3.
I said, they can shoot.
Can shoot. 62-58. Bucks up by 4. 7:32 left on the clock.
They just won't go away, will they?
No, they won't. The Bucks have their nose in front for the first time through this game. That's a poor pass by Isby. Ralph missed it. Scott harmlessly gets it. And Ralph's going to collect the body check and the score counts. Probably should have given the ball a whack. A foul called late. Inga is going to bring Ralph off once Ralph finishes discussing it with the referees.
Taking Coulter off.
No,
and
taking
Colt's
Coulter
not
off.
really happy about that.
No.
And, yeah.
Surprising, isn't it?
It is. I sometimes not sure what they expect of him.
Yep. Again, if you look at his stat sheet, it's actually pretty good.
It is.
Rebounds, points. Yep. Scott looks at the bonus and hits it. So the margin's now 1 on that 3-point play, 62-61. Bucks just a little bit of ball control as they go into this half-court offense here, which they just missed the last 2 plays down the court. Inga bounces, Garbellini nearly steals as Hunt really wasn't in position to receive that. And Hunt calling for a little bit of calm here from the Bucks in this offensive play.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how long Lasher sits off.
Yeah, reset clock to 14 seconds here.
Because I still don't think that we've used him well under the basket. He's isolated himself and we just haven't given him the ball.
Yep. Ball
and we definitely can't be living and dying by the three-pointer because it is not working.
Well, that's what we want there. Alapati into Hunt. Hunt pops it in on the mismatch against a much smaller player in Scott. And the Bucks extended out to 3 points, 64-61. Black fakes the shot, picks up the ball now off the dribble. Hussey at the top of the key, driving through, finds Black outside. He looks at 3 and misses hard off the iron. Hunt rebounds, gets the ball into the hands of Isby, and again, Isby doing a lot of the ball carrying in this period. Ball's going to come off Isby's hands again. The ball's just a little bit slippery, I reckon.
I would say so, yeah.
Tried to find Alipati in the corner. Now Ralph's come off for Lasher.
Not long. I didn't think he'd be off for long.
And Ralph's not happy either. I'm not quite sure why.
Nobody's happy tonight.
No.
And Liam Hunt, 11 rebounds.
11 rebounds.
It's just
amazing,
great
isn't
job,
it?
isn't he?
Yep. So he's got 16 points, 11 rebounds. He's been immense. He really has.
Look, I don't know who would be leading the MVP of the
Bucks?
SBL.
Oh, the SBL, yeah.
But I tell you what, Liam Hunt will go close.
Again, there's that little sort of armbar push that Alipati wasn't happy with.
No, but, you know, it's one of those ones that they're never happy when they receive it, but they all do it.
Yep.
They all do it.
Yep.
You know, we teach them that.
Yep. Lasher pops up 2 and misses. Hunt gets beaten for the rebound by Scott, but comes out off hands. Alipati tries to steal, goes harmlessly into the Tigers bench. Tigers will get the ball here. So 3-point margin remains. So Dale Joseph quite animated down there.
No, we've just changed up the D. We've got a man. So
we made sure all the players heard about it. Scott with Alipati, Lasher with Barrow, help from Inga and from Hunt. Really good. Oh, that can't be a foul. Can't be a foul. Lasher's got it.
Oh, the crowd's not happy with that one.
No, Hunt got the clean block. Barrow was going nowhere with 3 guys there. There's no way that shot was interfered with by Lasher. But he collects the foul. Barrow's going to go to the line. They're making hard work for the Tigers in offence, though, aren't they?
They are. They've slowed them down, and they are making it really hard. But, you know, in that situation, fouls, apart from we're on 3 fouls, we're spreading those fouls around so nobody is in trouble.
Nobody's in trouble, Barrow knocks down the first, brings the margin back to 2. Very good foul shooter, as Annette has said, and he misses that one, so I've mozzed him. That's good.
Done.
Thank you. I'm going to claim that. I've burnt the buck so many times this year.
We are so good at it, aren't we?
Lasher to Inga, to Alipati. Isby in the corner. He has a look at a 3. Barrow's right up on him, so he's got the defensive assignment, and that's where Isby's really quick on the step. He collects the foul, and that's going to be on Scott, I think. Scott got the foul. I didn't quite see who he called. 21 was it? Yeah. Garbellini. And Hunt sits for Wundenberg. Again, Hunt's been so good down there.
He has. He just might need that minute rest.
Just the breather to run him home.
I don't think he'll be sitting for long.
Yep. So again, it's probably just a breather. Again, he's taking a couple of knocks on the knees tonight. This is Isby looking at the free throw line. Really important, these 2 shots. He knocks down the first.
He looks like a good...
Just looks a confident player, doesn't he?
3-throw player.
Yeah, he's got a nice shot. He just looks a really confident player with everything he does. Knocks down the second as well. 66-62. No trouble there for Isby. Extending the defence here, trying to trap Hussey or the ball. Nordhook to that man, Mincherton. 100% still from the 3-point line, and Wundenberg's fouled him after the shot. Counts and 1. So, gee, Mincherton's had some game. He cannot miss.
He
cannot miss. 66-65. Mincherton from the line. Little bit of a nod to Wundenberg.
Look, I've seen Damien Scott do this as well to us. You know, he's had games where he's just shot the lights out.
Absolutely.
You know, good on the young man.
Yeah. No, he's having some game. He knocks it down to tie it up. And there's the mishandle of the ball again. Lasher putting his big body in. Controls it. Finds Inga on the trail. Gee, Inga.
A lot of players would have tried that shot themselves.
Inga just put himself in on the play. Didn't he put the big body in to knock blokes out of the way?
Done the hard work to get back in defence for the turnover.
Yeah. So Inga got in front of Scott. Yeah. And the ball goes out of court off Scott's hand. 68-66. They can continue this little break here. Isby, he's just not handling the ball well. I think it needs to get back in Alipati's hands. Broken play, no doubt. Isby's good. Inga looks at 2, front of the ring, misses. Hussey gets it, the 2 key one.
Bad luck. Good try.
Inga just misses. Hussey collects the foul off Inga.
But we're now in foul trouble.
And he'll be shooting 2.
As in team fouls, they are now going to get shots. So giving up those fouls up the court is giving easy shots down here.
It's really important that they got some sort of a score on that little play. Unfortunately, England's shot was short. Hussey will go to the line. He's a very accomplished free throw shooter. So scorers.
Put the moz on him too.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Isby 16, Hunt 16, Lasher 15 as Hussey knocks down the first. For the Tigers, 11 to Scott, 13 to Barrow. Hussey now on 10. Should go to 11 here. Mincherton 21. He knocks it down to tie it up again. We've got a tight game. Substitutions, Ralph for Inga.
And Inga's not happy about coming. Nobody wants to come off tonight.
No one wants to come off.
Hey, that's a good sign.
It's a tight game of basketball. The good players want to be out there, don't they?
Yeah.
Yep, 4:45 left on the clock. It is a real dogfight here, 68 apiece. They need to move this ball a little bit quicker. Isby again finds Alapati. Alapati down to Wannenberg. Wannenberg back to Alapati. They're out to an extended zone here now. The Tigers.
Just not letting us get close enough for a good shot.
7 seconds left on the shot clock. Ralph on the 45. Pops up 3, in and out. Rebounds go to Nordhook. He finds Scott in the open court. That hits Alapati's feet and goes out of court. Scott will take the inbound pass. 68 apiece with just trouble scoring the last couple of plays. Tigers extending that zone, just not letting them look in and out. Scott down low, clever shot, 70-68. In traffic, just pops it up. 4:09 left. Scott tries to intercept that as Isby takes the pass. Lasher out wide again. We need him inside on this mismatch. Alapati looks at 3, fakes Hussey, finds Lasher, top of the key, knocks down 3. What do I know? 71-70.
What do we know? We'll just keep saying that he's not good out there, but he's getting him in tonight.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if Liam Hunt is not back on soon.
Very soon. So 3:42 left. Bucks hold a 1-point margin. Hussey with Isby for company. Good hands by Ralph. Traps the ball, gets it to Isby. Here we go. In the open court, finds Lasher, stuffs it for 2. They go out to the 3-point lead. Well done, Isby. Probably could have got that up with the quick route.
Yeah. Team play.
Yep.
I think if he had gone, he would have drawn that charge down. So good pull up, dish off.
Yep. Scott, top of the key.
Another stop here would be handy.
Would be really handy. Hussey, hesitation on the dribble. Finds his way underneath the defence and the rebound, if you don't mind. Gets it out that man, Mitchin, and step back 3.
That's it.
And he hits again. Scores tied, 73 apiece. And Mitchin is 100% from the 3-point line. Ralph in the corner, front of the ring. Rebounds, fought for. Ooh.
Hard
Hussey
flash.
knocks it out of court. Alapati really well done, put his body on the line. The ball tapped away by Hussey. And Barrow and Hussey in the end got in each other's way. And there's your call. Hunt on for Wannenberg. He grabs a towel and also for a few words. So no one's happy.
No one's happy.
No one's happy. The captain wants to be out there for sure.
Yeah. And the one guy who hasn't seen much time this half is Donato.
Donato hasn't been on a lot, no. No, but I think they've sort of tried to extend the height with Isby playing as the off guard at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if Ralph starts playing that on a switch, maybe to get Isby down low as well. So he could exploit that mismatch just as well as anyone, even though he's not as tall as other players. Isby with Barrow for company. Needs to get rid of that ball. Lasher puts his big body in, comes off Nordhook.
And 2 on the shot clock,
2
so
seconds.
it's going to be a catch and shoot. We need to make sure it's a good pass.
So really Alapati should be on the end of this as well. Alapati, Ralph. That'll reset because it hit the ring, but no. Scott comes away with it. That's Hussey with the ball. Bounce pass in. Misses Nordhook. Bit strong for him. And Hunt comes up with the ball. Alapati, it's going to be a ref's timeout to wipe the floor. Really good call by the ref to stop the play because the Bucks weren't progressing past that press by the Tigers. It's going to be brought in from the backcourt as the floor is white. So 73 apiece, 226. This is as tight as it's been on the Active West Stadium court this year. The Bucks are going to learn plenty from this type of game leading into the end of the season, Annette.
Oh, for sure. You know, like you said, if Willetton are one of the teams that we have to play, say if we're 1 or 2 and they're 7 and 8, we're going to be playing them, and it's no easy game.
No. You've got to hold their poise here, don't they? It's been at times just a little bit rattled, like just then Isby just picked the ball up too early. Lasher on the drive, really protected that ball well through the key. He's too low on it. Isby's got it. Isby driving through, finds Lasher outside, finds Ralph in the corner, pops up three, high off the ring. Hunt recovers. Into the rebound off the back of the glass. Barrow's not happy, but Hunt just got the jump on him, found the rebound, pops in two, get the margin. The ball's going to get wiped here. Hussey insists. The towel would be well and truly soaked at the moment, I would have thought. So
yeah, I'm not sure if it's still raining outside. But,
it's very humid in here though. 75-73, just under 2 minutes to go in the last period here. As Scott brings the ball down court into hands of Hussey. Hussey to that man Mincherton. He has been dangerous on the shot. Scott trying to get something going through the keyway. Big body block by Hunt. Finds Hussey outside. Steps around. The three-pointer missed. Scott tucks it out of court against Hunt in the rebounds. The Bucks recover the ball. Hussey not happy. Reckons he got dealt with after the shot. And I reckon I've found Aaron Ralph's match with a person that talks to the umpires more on a basketball court.
You didn't notice that last time that when he played with us?
Yeah, I did. Hussey does talk to the refs more than Aaron Ralph. There you go.
Aaron only talks to him when he doesn't get the right call.
But what's the right call in it?
Or when he doesn't agree with it.
Yeah. Alapati brings the ball down court. Cracking game of basketball here. Real hard work for both sides. Hunt with the mismatch down low. Finds Lasher. Lasher has Hussey for company. Spins, protects that ball like he does really well. Collects the foul but misses the shot. He got one across the snoz there on the shot. And don't you love our Lasher, when he gets to go for that drive, he just tucks the ball under the arm like a rugby player because he just protects it with that big body. He'll go to the line. Who's the foul on? I think that's what they're trying to work out. Hussey has 3 on the board, so it must have been Hussey.
But with a minute 24 to go, you have 3 fouls.
Yeah, you got to leave him out there, don't you?
Yeah, and he's not got to worry about it.
Not sure what the hold-up was as Lasher misses the first. That could prove pretty costly as the game gets tight in these last few plays.
We need this one.
That goes in, extends the margin to 3, 76-73.
Could be going to overtime.
Yeah, could go to overtime. We haven't had one of those this season.
No.
Hussey to that man Mincherton. Alapati is right up in his grill.
As we should be.
As he should be. Barrow top of the key. Isby puts a hand in, but pops the 2 in. Margin back to 1. 76-75. The Bucks are leading. Ralph brings the ball across court. Hunt was open down low there. Now Lasher out wide. He's got his shooting hands in. Mincherton. Oh, no. They've called the charge on Lasher. Mincherton had no way did he have his feet set then as he's backing away.
I think that's the call on the drop the shoulder
Drop
on
the
the
shoulder.
dribble. But, boy,
Gee whiz.
that's a tough call at this time of the game.
Tough call with a minute to go. Mincherton got rocked, no doubt, by the bigger body, but, gee, that's just unfair on the bigger player, isn't it?
Yeah.
76-75. Tigers looking to go ahead on this play. 54 seconds left. Alapati steals. Beautiful read by Alapati. Oh, misses the layup.
And slips out the end as well.
Misses the layup. Quickly back is Isby. Alapati quickly into defence as well. Finds Nordo. Hussey on Isby. The little Euro step. Hits 2.
No,
Tigers go ahead. Get down the court, Isby. Get the offence going. D'Angelo not having a good time of it tonight in general. 77-76. Alapati looks at 3. High off the backboard. Called back. Timeout to Black and the Tigers. As the Bucks go ahead by 2. 21.8 seconds left.
Exactly, and we got do Willetton hold the ball, take the last shot? Do they go for a 2, tied up? Do they go for a 3? Do they go to the basket?
Well, you wouldn't have thought the 3-pointer's the way to play it tonight, unless it's in Mincherton's hands.
Unless it goes to the man.
So do they isolate him for the shot, or do they just try and get 2 and tie it up?
Well, if I was a coach, I'd be going to the basket, going for your 2.
And get the steal.
Get the foul.
Yep.
And then
yep.
you go. And we're on 5 fouls, so we have to be smart about what we do.
Yep.
We should be playing really, really tough defence, making them take the worst possible shot, a forced shot.
So Barrow's been getting the ball quite high in the key off the pass at the moment. Is that because the Bucks are sort of extending out on those shooters that he's got room to catch that?
They are, and he's playing it smart because we're playing a different zone to they are.
Yep.
We're playing a 2-3, they're playing a 3-2.
Yep.
So that top is
he
free.
He can step up there.
Yeah, so he's going the right spot. So,
yep.
You know, like I said, our guys need to be smart. We need to work really, really hard defensively and not give up an early foul to give them an easy shot.
So the Bucks starters versus, most of the Tigers starters. Nordhook stayed on. Mincherton is definitely out there, as is Scott. So look for those guys to, if they have an open three, they'll try and knock it down. Hussey carrying the ball, trying to delay the timer, NBA style, picks it up as the time runs down here now. Hussey, quite active here. They're not running down the clock. They're looking for two. That's Scott with the three. Misses it.
Good
Lasher with the rebound. Looking for the jump ball. Looking for the foul. The foul's called by the referee. Took a long, long time for him to call that on Hussey. I was afraid they were going to call the jump ball. The possession would have been Willetton's there.
Willetton are going back. I was going to say, they need to be up.
9.6 seconds here. There's a timeout by the Bucks. Now, will that progress the ball down to half court?
Yeah, it will.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't happen on the last one because that was on a score.
On a score,
but,
yep.
Yeah.
So 9.6 seconds left. The Bucks hold a 2-point lead here. What do? They still look to score a net, or do they look to just try and play keepy
look after the basketball.
Yes, yep.
They will foul straight up.
Yep.
We need to have the ball in the right bloke's hands
Yep.
who's going to get us.
So the shooters from the line are Isby, Alapati, Lasher probably. They're your best foul shooters, even though we saw Lasher miss one before.
Yeah. Ralphie, he's still good on the line.
Do they change the lineup because of that at all?
No, I don't think they will.
So Hunt's obviously the one that Tigers want the ball in the hands of.
He will probably be not the one that we put the ball in
exactly,
the hands of.
Yep. So that's the chess game.
You'll probably find you've got Alapate, Isby and Lasher. And he handles the ball really well.
Yep, absolutely.
And as you said, he's strong. They try to take it off him. It's not going to happen.
Yep. So the ball progresses to half court as the refs call the players out of the huddle. The Bucks hold the whip hand here. They really do.
It's our game to lose.
Absolutely. 9.6 seconds. There's no pressure on them to take any shots here whatsoever. They need to control the ball, cop the foul when it comes, make sure they're good at the line, hold this lead. Tigers will try and stop the inbound quickly, stop the clock with a foul, and they've got one to give before it becomes shooting as well. Barrow and Hunt going at it, trying to block them out. Alapati has the ball. Yeah. Barrow tackles him. The foul. So it'll be a side ball. Yep. Side ball and 1.2 seconds off the clock. So now anything will go to shooting, as the Tigers will be in penalty from now. Again, good block by Hunt to get Alapati free there, and again he's putting body pressure on Barrow before the ball's in hand. Ball in here. There it is again. Alapati finds it, and both Nordhook and Hussey jump on it. Gee, good screens by Hunt. He's taken out two blokes there.
He has, but I tell you what, they went hard
at him. Didn't they go hard at him? Yep.
They went hard at him.
And Hussey's, still, he's not going to change the decision now, Jackson, really. Claiming that there was a moving screen there by Hunt.
No, he's just putting that doubt in his mind, the next time he does it, the umpire may look at it.
Yeah. I tell you, the only thing that moved on the screen was Hunt after he got whacked by two blokes.
Yeah. And that's a pretty hard thing to do.
He had Barrow and Hussey absolutely whacking for sure. He copped one in the nose by the looks of things too. He's just given it a bit of a wipe as Alapati goes to the line. So 6.8 seconds. Alapati, in and out. Nearly went right down the net. Alapati was really confident with the shot.
Just left a little gap.
Need this one. And there it is. Knocks it down. 3-point margin. 6.8 seconds. Hussey quickly down court. They're looking for the spot up three. It should be in the hands of Mincherton. They can't find him. Ball goes in to the hands of Scott. The time runs down, and that's the game done. Time up. Ref calls it. It was, wasn't it?
I was waiting for the pass and the shot. Didn't happen.
Just before we go to a break, just interested that Mincherton sort of came across Hussey's bow there. It just wasn't a good positioning by him. And then the only place he could go to Scott in the corner, and they put it behind him, so it just wasn't a great pass, was it, by
No,
the
well, and
Tigers?
I think the missed penalty and them still having that opportunity, they had to make that decision to get the ball down and up quickly. Yeah, sort of made me put him out a little bit.
Absolutely.
But a great game.
Yeah, great game. You've seen the Bucks work back from an 8-point deficit at half-time to win the game by 3, 80-77. Thoughts, Annette? Really good game of basketball.
It was a tough game. Probably not the best game I've seen the Bucks play.
No.
But in saying that, that was the defence that Willetton put out there. They really made us work hard to get the basket.
Should be said, the Bucks defence was really good too.
It was, but we just couldn't get a settled 5 out there. There was a lot of swinging, a lot of changing. And for an undersized team, they did a really, really good job. They, as you said, boy, we don't want to be playing them in the finals.
No. Connor Mincherton's going to come away with really happy memories of Active West Stadium. I think he still remained 100% from the line, from the 3 points line, didn't he?
6 from 6.
6 from 6 with how many points? 24 points. I'd hazard a guess.
24, 7 from 8.
I'd hazard a guess it'd be his highest individual score and a pretty young career for a young man.
Yeah, and 4 from 4 from the penalty line. So,
yeah, unbelievable game from him.
Oh, yeah, he'd be extremely happy. Considering
that I don't think the shooting percentage would have got above 40% for either side. He was absolutely the standout tonight.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we were 37.
Yeah.
And they were 36. So,
yeah,
you're dead right.
Not
a
really great shooting night, was it?
You know, that, as we said, we were taking the right shots, moving the ball well. But if there is that little bit of extra pressure, then you're taking that shot really quickly and it's just not going to drop. So a good game for us to have in the middle to the end of the season with the pressure on us, and to come away, like I said to you, character building, dig deep, can we win? Yeah,
and they definitely changed the attitudes throughout the game, because they did look like they were just getting down a little bit as a group.
Down on themselves.
Yep. And a couple of substitutions and some hard words, I would say, from Dale Joseph and the coaching staff. You just see them come out, particularly after half-time, and just have the chest out again, ready to go. And they hit a couple of shots early and just kept going from there.
Yeah, and our 3 big players, Lasher on 21, Liam Hunt on 18, Itzby on 16, and Liam with 9 rebounds, Lasher with 6. You know, they're Liam and Coulter are definitely doing their jobs out there.
So you said Liam on 9 rebounds. Is that defensive only, or 13?
13, sorry.
13,
Total 13, my fault.
No, that's all right. Just don't want to discount him on such a good night.
No, especially early. Boy, was he doing the job early.
For mine, I think I'm going to steal your best player, but Liam Hunt for me, I just think was really good. He didn't play the full game. He took a couple of knocks to the knee pre-game and during the game, but he seemed to get through that okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody played 4 quarters for us. But on saying that, once again, everyone sort of just chips in and does it. Like Ralphie in that last quarter, you know, those couple of 3-pointers.
And the rebounding.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Really, really good sort of all-round performance, I suppose. Shooting night was poor from both sides, but the Bucks got the job done in a really close game. Liam, for me, best player. How'd you go?
I think I would go along those lines. But best player for the night, young Mincherton.
Yeah, Mincherton, it was unbelievable.
He was really, really good.
Yeah, so. He's going to go back on the bus trip home tonight or tomorrow morning if they go back overnight. Pretty happy with himself. I'd imagine they'll be buying him the beers.
Oh, for sure. If he's allowed to drink, is he old enough?
Yeah, I think he is.
What is he?
18. It says 18 in the
book.
book.
He says 18, yeah.
So we've got another home game next week. I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head who that game's against. I'll work that out shortly.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure.
But yeah, that will be one of the last home games before the finals start. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Bucks sort of continue this roll towards the finals, and what will hopefully be a top 2 finish, even though it's still really tight at the top of the ladder.